Bringing Northampton together, it's Revolution Radio. Great to have your company with me this morning. And in the studio, we have a guest with us today to have a chat about an event that's going to be taking place later on this year. Cycle for Cynthia. It's great to have Sarah with us, one of the event's fundraisers at Cynthia Spencer Hospice. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today? Bit chilly?
A little chilly, yes. It is a little bit nippy out there.
It is, certainly is. You're not wrong there. So hopefully, if you can sort of picture later on this year, the weather's going to be nice and warm, people are going to be out, and it's going to be in September, Cycle for Cynthia. This has been going for a long time in Northampton. It's become one of your biggest fundraisers. What's going to be taking place in September?
So yes, this year Cycle for Cynthia is celebrating its 20th year, and it's taking place at Holdenby House on Sunday the 17th of September. And this year we would really like to challenge 1,000 people to raise £100, to raise £100,000. And the way we'd like to do that is to get people to get cycling. So we are doing sofa to cycle.
Sofa to cycle, which is great because I'm very good at the sofa section of that. And I've got a bike, but I need to just be motivated to just get on it and do something. And it's difficult when it's cold like this, but I guess as the year continues, if you start off gradually, you can get to a point where you get into a regular habit of doing it.
Well, this is just it. It's not just about raising money for Cynthia Spencer, which is a large part of it, but it's also about improving our local community's well-being, because exercise is very important for our mental health as well as our physical health. And we're very aware of that at the hospice with regards to our holistic approach to treatments.
So it all sort of ties in. So what sort of support do you give people if they want to get onto this sort of fitness journey and make that first step to becoming more healthy and getting active?
Well, when you register and you click on the option for Sofa to Cycle, you will receive an information pack with regards to training routes, training tips, and the routes are local routes to us. There's Selsey Forest, along with other routes, along with there's obviously a cycle route around Pitsford Water as well. So there are different routes for you to take up, and it's about challenging yourself to hopefully being able to go and do one of our larger distances, so the 25 or the 50 miles. But we do have shorter distances as well, which are available. So we have a 5-mile route and also a 10-mile route. And
there are some, like you say, there's some beautiful places to go cycling around here. And Selsey Forest, yeah, you can wander around, but you don't get to see as much as you do when you're on your bike. When you're cycling, there's it's a lot bigger than people realise. I mean, everybody just does the elephant walk and then that's it, and they're back at the cafe again and that's it. But it's a huge place, and when you're on your bike, you can roam around and get to see a lot more.
Definitely, I think cycling is definitely a way of people getting out and about, but it is seeing the countryside as well. This is a beautiful part of the world, and I don't think we appreciate it as much as we should do. So cycling is a great way to do that. So we would really like to encourage people to take part in our Sofa to Cycle challenge for Cynthia Spencer.
I think people don't realise as well, when they raise money for a local charity like yourselves, that you get that support with your fundraising that you don't always get with a national charity, because you're there on the ground and you're helping people, and you're not left on your own to raise the money.
No, not at all. We will do everything in our power to help you raise as much as you would want to raise. As I say, we are hoping for 1,000 cyclists to raise £100, and we are there to support you as a fundraising team. I'm there to support you with fundraising ideas. So please just get in touch with us. This year's Cycle for Cynthia, I think, means a lot to us, because it's important, and it's unusual to have a charity event that lasts for so long for a local charity.
Absolutely. And also so popular as well. And the atmosphere with 1,000 people all taking part at the same time, that is a lot of people on bikes, and probably a logistic nightmare to get that all organised, but you manage it every year and it's always a great event.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's our flagship event, and over the last 2 decades it's raised over £700,000.
Wow. And that must have made such a difference to the important work that you do.
Oh, it really, really has. Without the support of the local charity and also the money that's raised through Cycle for Cynthia, we as a charity wouldn't be able to provide the services that we're able to support the hospice with. So it's very important to us to continue to grow this event and make it as big as it can be. I mean, obviously last year was the first year back after the COVID
Yeah.
times. But this year it's going to be so much better because we really want to encourage as many people as possible to come and join us. So obviously, yes, so there is SofatoCycle, but we also have people that do it on a regular basis and they do our 50-mile route. So we really encourage everybody just to come along and register to take part.
So there's something for everyone, whether you're a keen cyclist that wants more of a challenge with the longer routes, or you're just getting started and you want to have a kind of a family bike ride. You've got all of those options.
Yes, we do. We have so there's a 5 mile and which is on a closed road. There's 10 mile, there's a 25, and there is a 50. There is something for everybody. It is a sea of lycra and it is fantastic.
The sea of lycra. Yeah, okay. So you don't have to wear lycra though, do you?
No, you don't have to wear lycra. It isn't a prerequisite for signing up.
It's just it's not. It doesn't work for everybody's physique. Like, not everybody can pull off lycra. I don't know if I'd be brave enough, but it can be quite forgiving. It's quite tight.
It can be quite forgiving, although there are some moments where you're thinking, oh, okay. But you can come along and just have fun. It's about coming together, the community coming together. It's about sharing stories, and it's about celebrating people who you may have lost, but it's also about just celebrating each other and celebrating that we are here together, supporting our local hospice.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And we're going to put this all up on the website with the SofatoCycle challenge and how you can get involved. And you've got plenty of time now because it's not till the 17th of September, but that gives you time to get that fitness regime in place and get cycling. And we will see you at Holdenby House for the Cycle for Cynthia this year. Thanks for joining us today, Sarah.
No, thank you very much for having me.
Okay, I'm going to play this here. This is Jason Derulo and Riding Solo. I don't know if he was talking about bike rides when he wrote this, but he should have been.